Well, thank you for joining us today. Tech Field Day is an important event for Riverbed, which we've done for many years, and the technical community is critical to Riverbed. We've typically done these sessions at our headquarters in San Francisco, but obviously a lot has changed this year. This is my second Tech Field Day with Riverbed, as I've been a CEO for just over a year now. My first one was actually a flyby. I heard that it was going on. I had just come to the company and I wanted to stick my head in and say hello. Let me share today what we've been up to in a broader level over the next few minutes. And then I'll hand it over to our technical evangelists, the ones that you're really here to hear from. Just finished our global users conference with more than 4,000 registered customers and partners. And we talked about the immediate shift to work from home and now work from anywhere. We went from 350 million workers working remote to 1.1 billion nearly overnight. And even from a long-term perspective, we're expected to now start to normalize on 600 million working from home through the cycle. In our own survey with over 700 business decision makers, we found that organizations expect a 50% increase in remote working long term. And in that same survey, we found nearly 70% of organizations were not fully prepared at the start of COVID, and that resulted in performance and productivity issues. We understand there's a lot of complexity as organizations shift to hybrid work environments and hybrid networks. At Riverbed, complexity has always been what we deal with in a good way. So addressing that complexity is where we're really founded. At Riverbed, our mission is around helping organizations maximize visibility and performance across networks and applications for all users anywhere they reside. End-to-end visibility and performance are key. This was our focus before the pandemic, and it's become even more critical now as we have customers who are asking us to help them solve very difficult questions and problems. Things like, where are my people? How are they connected? Are they secure? Are they productive? And how is my business performing? Our unified MPM solutions provide unmatched visibility, capturing every packet, flow, and device metric to provide the critical insights for network and security operation teams. With users and apps everywhere, visibility is essential. At Riverbed in Q3, we saw double-digit sequential growth for our MPM solutions. Our acceleration solutions are in high demand to optimize and speed application delivery from users through the network to the cloud for modern environments and use cases. SaaS apps, Office 365, right down to the client laptop of remote workers working at home. 2 times sequential growth for our app acceleration in Q3. A lot of people are using this. If you haven't attended our global users conference, be sure to join on the on-demand section. Great technical content from Riverbed, but we also had 7 customers sharing their use cases, including some of the world's largest organizations, on what they are doing to help improve visibility and performance in their own organizations and to drive the business. CIOs today really have a seat at the executive table. I can tell you at Riverbed, they do. And most organizations like Riverbed are accelerating their digital transformation. IT has never been more relevant. I can tell you, Riverbed is focused on helping organizations shift toward a work from anywhere model and to help them drive outcomes that have meaningful impact on business and productivity. Again, I want to thank you for spending time with Riverbed today. We have a great session planned for you with some live demos, some technical deep dive sessions with our CTO and technical evangelist and experts. I challenge you to ask them questions because I know that they'll have good answers for you. Let me turn the meeting over to Director of Technical Evangelist Team, Brandon Carroll.
Thank you, Rich. Now, in a moment, you'll get to hear from one of the newest members of the Riverbed Tech Evangelist Team, Phil Gervasi, and I know some of you know him. He's going to give you an overview of our acceleration portfolio. And then after that, I'll be back and I'll give you an overview of our visibility portfolio. And so these two sessions are really meant to give you sort of the high level of what our solutions do and how they fit together. Because after that, we're going to get into the depths of the technology. So after that, John Piddle, he's our professional services CTO, and Vince Burke, our chief security architect. They're going to highlight NPM best practices. They're going to get into some of the key features. And then they're also going to discuss assistive features and even share some thoughts on future capabilities. Not necessarily roadmap. That's not what we're talking about, but rather a discussion of, where organizations should be looking and, what's shaping our future, sort of what's ahead of us. And I don't want to miss one more person who's making their Tech Field Day debut, and that's Gwen Bloom. He's our another one of our technical evangelists. He's going to do a couple of really cool demos for you. So you'll be able to see some of our stuff in action. So that's enough from me for now. Let's go ahead and turn our attention over to Phil.